Hi everyone, welcome back to the Book Brood. Today I am going to be talking to you about In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. So I picked this book up because although I've heard mixed things about Ruth Ware, I've never read anything by her before, but I have heard Books and Lala talk highly of this one, and the premise sounded okay, so it's been on my TBR for years and finally got around to reading it. So, this is a book about Lenora, who is a reclusive author, and she, out of the blue, gets invited to a bachelorette party from a woman she has not seen in a decade. So, they go off to the woods for the weekend, and some shit happens. So thrillers are definitely not my favorite genre, and so I knew going into this that I probably wouldn't like it, but even so, I was disappointed. I really had trouble suspending my disbelief. There was no reason for her to accept this invitation in the first place and to go off into the woods with random strangers and one person she knew a decade ago. And I couldn't get over that initial premise, and I honestly think the main character just continued to do unbelievable things over and over and over, and it made it very hard for me to believe in this story. It really took me out of the moment. Also, this is told in dual timeline, which I know a lot of thrillers are, but I think that's a main reason why I don't like the genre. I hate dual timeline. I hate that the authors use it to build tension, but it just feels to me like they're just filling the book. Like if you took out all of the unnecessary misdirects and the tension, like there would be very little substance here. And that's how I feel about most thrillers that I read, honestly. I I think this would have been a much better story if it was told linearly. So, would I recommend this book to anyone? Not really. There were several things in here that for me personally, I had a really hard time with. Not only just because I don't get along with thrillers, but there was also amnesia being used to stretch the book out. There were so many times that I was like shaking the book and screaming at the main character, like, why? Why would you do that? No human person would do that. And like, the main reason I picked this book was because of the premise. In a dark, dark wood, scary things are going to happen. There's going to be chasing through the woods. Someone's, life is on the line. And I was expecting a lot more chasing through the woods and scary things to happen. And I feel like this really let me down. It really reminded me of a thriller I enjoyed a lot more, which was Ruthless by Carolyn Lynn Adams, which was a YA thriller, but I really enjoyed that one. There was a lot of chasing through the woods, and I felt tension the entire time. This one, this one just fell flat for me, but I wanted to talk about it, get my feelings out, and now I can move on. All right, bye guys.